Good afternoon. Hello, 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 and welcome to the Hindu editorial of the 16th of March. Now, we are looking at these editorials. We are looking at these editorials from the perspective of English language. So, remember that it is mostly to do with mostly to do with. Most. All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the Hindu editorial of the 16th of March, and we are looking at these editorials. I hope everyone remembers that we are looking at these editorials in perspective of English language only. So don't think that this is a factual या GK या current affairs के perspective से. This is strictly in perspective of English language and critical reasoning, of course. Okay, but it is definitely going to help you as well in um, reading the editorial better and understanding the editorials better, and also indirectly help you in current affairs as well. Hi everyone. Good afternoon. I hope all of you can see and hear me. Okay, so there is Adarsh, who's not Adarsh, who's Prachi. And then there is Abhishek. Palak, I am right here, okay? Don't you worry, I'm here. Where is ma'am? And let's get started. So, today I want you to do something. I have an assignment before I go to this editorial. There is another editorial that I want you to uh, go through, and it is about India and China's relationship. It is a very simple editorial. You will be able to understand it on your own. So, make sure that you're reading that editorial and all the editorials apart from that as well. Okay, so how am I? I am doing very good, very well. Thank you so much for asking, Lakshmi and Palak. Class is not started yet. It has started. I hope you can see me. Uh, Guys, can you see me and hear me? Or the class is not yet live? I think it is live. Okay, then why people are not responding to me, but you guys are responding to each other? What is this? I feel bad. Thank you, Triranga. Again, another fact, National Vaccination Day. All these days, I think Triranga is going to make a note of in his calendar. Um, I am audible and visible. Oh, thank God. I thought I am not. Okay, so uh, did you all right, so let's get started with your editorial. I'm really confused as to when did I go live? Did I start talking before I went live, or I went live and then I started talking? Because the comments are not aligning with the moment I thought that I went live. Okay, so um okay, Adarsh, I will keep that in mind. Vocabulary पे see eventually vocabulary कम होते जाएगा. Okay, now see we are starting with the editorial. समझने की बात ये है आदर्श that और प्राची I think प्राची that ये एडिटोरियल जो हम अभी स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं क्योंकि ये सारे वर्ड्स आप पहली बार देख रहे हो तो इट टेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम बिकॉज ऑल दोज वोकेबुलरी हैज टू बी टॉट टू यू ठीक है अब धीरे धीरे क्या होने लगेगा सेम वर्ड्स आपको दिखने लगेंगे सो आई विल नॉट बी रिपीटिंग माई सेल्फ आई विल नॉट बी अगेन गिविंग यू द मीनिंग ऑफ फ्यूटाइल या आई विल नॉट बी गिविंग यू अगेन द मीनिंग ऑफ लेट्स से स्टिग्मा ये सारे words I will start ignoring after some time and then the vocabulary will automatically decrease and the editorial editorials will automatically increase. We are taking short editorials with lot of vocabulary now, and with time this will change, the proportion will change as you become more competent with it. ठीक है? So ऐसा कुछ नहीं है प्राची दैट द रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन जो क्लैट में आता है वो बहुत हार्ड है. इट इज नॉट समथिंग दैट इज वेरी टफ और रॉकेट साइंस ऑल टुगेदर. इसीलिए टू मेक दैट प्रोसेस easier we are here to help you, right? So this will help you. Have some patience. Don't just think that end result जो होता है वही आपको करना है. आपको जो रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन, the target of doing these editorials क्या है target, so that you are able to understand the passages better. That is the end result. ये सारे means हैं to get that result. So you cannot completely take out the means. आप ऐसा नहीं है कि आप इसको हटा सकते हैं out of the picture and straight away you will go to the passages and you will concentrate only on the passages और सब कुछ हो जाएगा. These are the steps that are required to get there. ठीक है आदर्श? Yes, many new faces here, and I'm so excited that a lot of people are attending these classes. Thank you so much for being present. Okay, now, since all of you are here, a very, very important thing that I must mention is my Unacademy channel on Telegram. Okay, so that channel is where you will get all the questions, all the timetable of the day, ki kya hone wala hai, what is interesting that is going to happen, and at what time is it going to happen, so that you can schedule yourself. आप अपना timetable उसी हिसाब से बना सकते हैं. And if you are subscribing to anything new at Unacademy, please make sure that you're using my code, that is VP10. VP10. Use my code. Okay. Now, moving on, let's get straight to it. Are you ready? Is everyone ready for the 16th? Hi, Divakar. Too much waving. And it's very, very pink. All right. Yes, special class bhi hogi, and it is happening every day. I have given the schedule. If you had joined my Telegram channel, आपको पता होता कि आज special class कितने बजे हो रही है. Those who have joined, they must have got the notification. इसीलिए मैं कह रही हूँ, Telegram channel join कीजिए and you will get all the information. Okay? Prachi, you are in a rush to know everything, but you don't seem to be doing something about it. Timings, join the Telegram channel and then you will get to know why are you busy searching for shortcuts. Shortcut nahi ढूंढना है. ठीक है? By the way, let me tell you, it's not a secret or anything. 6 o'clock is we are having a session on articles. This time special session किस चीज के ऊपर होगा? Grammatical articles, not the articles as in editorials. Okay? Okay, all right. And you have a plus session at 4. Okay. Divakar, I really want to take that hand down. The shaking, waving, and pink waving hands. But it's okay. Uh, oh, you took it down. Great. Let's get started with the vocabulary. Okay. Uh, Contagion. Okay. Contagion is the first word that you will see. Contagion is basically the spreading of a harmful idea or practice. Again, contagion. Contagious is anything that can transfer from one person to another. When we are talking about bacteria or viral infection or fungal infection, so those are contagious, right? So biologically or medicine wise, we if we look at it, it is contagion can be anything that can easily be transferred from one person to another. एक आदमी से दूसरे आदमी तक इन्फेक्ट हो सकता है, फैल सकता है, नॉट जस्ट आदमी बट एनिमल्स एज वेल. So that is contagion in terms, in general terms. But here we are speaking of harmful practice और idea का spread होना. कोई भी harmful ऐसी चीज जो अच्छी नहीं है, उसका spread होना is contagion, and it is a noun, so I want you to use it as a noun. And let's get started with the sentences. I want you to flood the comments with your sentences. Whatever you think of, just make a sentence, okay? The second one is faltering. Faltering is an adjective जिसका मतलब होता है losing strength or momentum. Faltering is यहाँ पर fault है, that means not really everything that is at fault से related है. Faltering का मतलब क्या होता है? To falter is basically आप बहुत ही awkward होने लगे हो या आपका momentum बहुत ही ऊपर नीचे जा रहा है. You are slowing down, or suddenly there's an interruption, irregular movements हो रहे हैं, all that is related to faltering. ठीक है, so basically losing strength or momentum, yeah, is faltering. Okay. हाँ, Divankar, that is a lot better. You can wave with your yellow hands. um Ma'am, when you explain one vocab, then please see the sentence made by us. Of course, Palak, I make sure that I see all the sentences. If at all I'm missing out on the sentence, please do remind me in the comment that I have not checked your statement, okay? From which date did you start this type of class? You will have to do your research. Okay, good questions though. Um, if it were quarantined, the contagion would stop. If the virus was, or if we were quarantined, okay, or if the virus was quarantined, the contagion would have stopped, okay? If would have. Okay, I think I made a wrong sentence. Nancy, where is your sentence? Guys, let's not focus on these people who want to divert you from the class. Forget about it. They are just trying to um talk about anything that is apart from the topic. So you shouldn't concentrate. Ignore, okay? Just ignore. Don't worry about it. Start making sentences. Palak, don't you think about it twice. Start making sentences. Okay, I think I'll have to report this one. Done. Okay, don't worry. Done. All right. So faltering. Um, faltering का मतलब क्या होता है? Losing strength या momentum. I don't see people making sentences with faltering. Okay. Now remember, words are just words. They can do nothing to you. Don't get affected by it. It's all okay. Let it be. Don't look at the comments. Just look at me, the sentences, the words and the sentences. Okay, just focus on that as usual. Business is as usual. Okay, don't let anyone pull you down or bring you down. So let's go to deja vu. Now, deja vu has been used many times by people without even knowing the meaning of the word deja vu. So uh, it is not something that you dreamt before and has happened in reality. What is that? When you dream something and is happening in real, that is some other vu, but this is deja vu, जिसका मतलब क्या होता है? A feeling or of having already experienced the present situation. मतलब आपको, आप जो कर रहे हो अभी प्रेजेंट में या आपके साथ जो हो रहा है प्रेजेंट में, आपको ऐसा लगता है कि ये मेरे साथ पहले भी हुआ है. That is deja vu. Okay, not in your dreams, not in your subconscious mind, but in reality, right? In the past. All right. Most of the politicians can be contagion for society. Very nice, Anirudh. Very nice. Good sentence. Contagious and Contiguous difference. Yes, there is a difference. We are talking about contagious. Okay, contagion से जो आया है, contagion जो noun form है और contagious उसका adjective form है, right? OUS आ जाता है तो it is the adjective form, right? I can feel my legs faltering. Very nice, Triranga. Good sentence. Goosebumps make me falter. Very nice. Good sentence. Contagious disease use कर सकते हैं क्या मैम? ऑफ कोर्स यूज कर सकते हो. आई एम जस्ट सेइंग इस पैसेज में इसका कॉन्टेक्स्ट क्या है, ये है कॉन्टेक्स्ट. ओके, कोई भी हार्मफुल आइडिया या प्रैक्टिस का, बट इन जनरल इट इज टॉकिंग अबाउट कंटेजन इज ऑलवेज इज रिलेटेड टू डिजीजेस. ओके. Virat Kohli scoring century in the previous match is deja vu moment for me. Absolutely correct. अभय क्या sentence बनाया? Very nice. Good job. Okay. Very nice sentence. Okay. Now trigger. Trigger का बहुत सारा meaning होता है, but here we and generally a lot of people use it when they are talking about their emotional stability. जब हम अपने emotions के बारे में बात करते हैं, that this triggers me. That means इसके वजह से कुछ एक्टिविटी शुरू हो जाती है जो मुझे नहीं चाहिए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, लेट्स से आपको गुस्सा आ रहा है, ठीक है, बट आप बहुत ज्यादा उसको कंट्रोल करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो और उसी समय किसी ने कोई बहुत ही हिडियस सा कमेंट पोस्ट कर दिया. ठीक है, आप उसको बहुत कंट्रोल करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो, बट समवन जस्ट पोस्टेड, यू आर लाइव एंड यू आर टॉकिंग टू योर लेट्स से फैंस या फ्रेंड्स एंड समवन पोस्टेड समथिंग वेरी absurd, very instigative, right? Up that is your trigger. Okay, then you start blasting off and you start getting angry and lashing out and all that. That is what is trigger. Okay, so something that starts something. Okay, activate something. Activate karna is to trigger something. Okay, when we are using it as verb. Okay, there's something called as trigger happy as well. That is a noun. It is a condition where people, once they use a firearm, they want to use it more. That is trigger happy. Okay, now here we are talking about cause a device to function. Okay, so trigger something to function is to cause something to function. कोई भी चीज को स्टार्ट कर देना, उसको ऐसा कुछ करना जिससे वो स्टार्ट हो जाए, वो एक्टिवेट हो जाए, राइट? सो दैट इज ट्रिगर. Some students here are triggering us. Yes, they are trying to trigger us. Okay, don't you worry, they are just trying. It's just trying. Okay. um I was having that feeling like deja vu, you know. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we have Abhay. Abhay, again, another sentence. Back to back losses triggers the team to perform much better to win this match. Okay, good sentence. I understood what you're trying to say. Back to back losses triggers the team to perform much better and help them to win this match okay, because you are talking in general, तो आप simple present use कर रहे हो, but this match you are talking about, so then to perform better or to win, help win this match. Okay, that would be the correct answer. Correct sentence. Chinese troop trigger Indian army. Okay, good sentence. Okay, good sentence. Stress may act as a trigger for these illness. Very nice. Good sentence. Again. I had a strong sense of deja vu as I entered the class. Very nice, Palak. Good. Smoke triggered the fire alarm. Okay. Good. Very good sentence. That's how generally we use it, right? Smoke की वजह से fire alarm trigger हो गया, activate हो गया. Okay. Her beauty can trigger my long lost emotions that I had for her since I was in my teens. Oh my god. Very nice sentence, Anirudh. Um, Divakar is trying to trigger all of us. Yes, he is, but he's failing miserably at it as well. Okay, my mom triggers me early in the morning to study. Okay, that is uh, Your mom is not activating you. Okay, my mom triggers a certain emotion in you. My mom triggers me to um, when my mom wakes me up in the morning to study, it triggers a sense of alert in me. Okay, so something because we use it related to our emotions. Okay, so that would be trigger. B line is just a straight line. In general इसका क्या मतलब होता है? Straight line. लेकिन जब हम इसको idiomatic expression में use करते हैं, make a B line for someone or something, in that case we are using it as an idiomatic expression. So make a B line for someone or something, which basically means to go directly and quickly towards someone or something. Okay. Yes. Okay. So I wish moms can activate us into studying, but they can just make us sit to study, but they cannot activate you to study. Okay, so we have to do that on our own. We have to trigger ourselves to study. Okay, so बी लाइन के बारे में जब हम बात करते हैं तो मेक अ बी लाइन फॉर समवन और समथिंग इज टू गो डायरेक्टली एंड क्विकली टूवर्ड्स समवन और समथिंग, एकदम डायरेक्ट उसी के पास जाना या उसी चीज के पास जाना और एकदम जल्दी जाना, राइट, टुवर्ड समथिंग इज टू मेक अ बी लाइन स्ट्रेट आप उनके पास जा रहे हो या स्ट्रेट आप उस चीज के पास जा रहे हो, आप इधर उधर नहीं देख रहे हो, आपको आप कोई चीज पे ध्यान नहीं दे रहे हो, स्ट्रेट आप उसी के पास जा रहे हो, राइट. सो दैट इज make a beeline for someone or something. All right. So she always makes a beeline for the principal. Okay, she always makes a beeline for the principal, or she always makes a beeline for her English uh, faculty or educator. Okay, so that means she always goes directly or straight to the English faculty. Here, me. Okay, so safe haven. This is something that we have discussed when we were talking about safe harbor. हमने ये भी डिस्कस किया था, and I think Triranga was the one who said कि who used the word safe haven instead of a safe harbor. So safe haven is basically a place of refuge or security, but it is temporary, है ना. कोई भी एक temporary place जो जहां पर आपको सिक्योरिटी महसूस होता है, आप सेफ महसूस कर सकते हो, दैट इज योर सेफ हेवन. ओके. Alacrity, next one is alacrity. Alacrity is, before we go to alacrity, I will discuss the words. When he saw me in the kitchen, he made a beeline for the door. Very nice, Meeta. Once I got home from a long day at school, I made a beeline for my bed. Absolutely correct. This is, I'm sure you all have somewhere to go straight away and directly, right? So, this is a good sentence. Fielders in the match make a beeline to catch the ball. Absolutely correct, Abhay. I think you're a huge cricket fan. The late boy made a beeline for his classroom. Okay, the late boy, when you say it like that, late basically means deceased के आगे हम late लगा, deceased के लिए हम late लगाते हैं, right? So since the boy was late, okay, was late, late उसके पहले नहीं लगाएंगे. Since the boy was late, he made a beeline for the class. Okay. Okay. I find safe haven in the lap of my mother. Absolutely, wow. Brilliant sentence, Abhay. What a nice sentence. You make very good sentences and realistic sentences. Very nice. Anirudh, okay, same kind of sentence. Okay, okay. All right, alacrity. Alacrity is brisk and cheerful readiness. Okay, so basically किसी चीज के लिए आप बहुत ही enthusiastic हो जाते हो या cheerful हो जाते हो, बहुत खुशी से उस चीज के लिए तैयार होते हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल when जब हम छोटे थे तो हमें एक ही दिन स्कूल में अलाउड था टू वेयर कलर ड्रेस जिसको हम बोलते थे. That was on our birthday. So that day we were full of alacrity to go to school, and that was the only day I was full of alacrity to go to school. So that is alacrity, brisk and cheerful readiness. Okay, I will do it. Yes, it is something that I want to do. Okay, so that is alacrity. Mm. Anne Frank's safe haven is the secret annex on the Princeton Grash. Okay, absolutely correct. Good sentence, Palak. Very nice sentence, Anne Frank. If I think you were the one who picked Anne Frank and you said that you're reading Anne Frank right now, The Diary of Young Anne. As the cat was hungry, I made beeline for it and gave the cat some milk. You made the beeline for it, okay. And the cat came straight to the milk. Okay, so as the cat was hungry, I made a beeline for it. That's it. You don't have to explain after that what happened, okay? That sums it up. All right. Okay. Now, नेक्स्ट इज बोल्स्टर बोल्स्टर का मतलब क्या होता है बोल्स्टर इज बेसिकली अगर हिंदी में बोले अगर इसका नाउन की तरह इस्तेमाल करें सो एवरीवन नोज व्हाट अ बोल्स्टर इज इन अगेन इफ यू सी दैट इट हैज बीन टेकन फ्रॉम बहुत सारे इंडियन होम्स में आप देखोगे कि देयर इज दिस राउंड सिलिंड्रिकल पिलो राइट दैट इज कॉल्ड अ बोल्स्टर राइट लेकिन अगर हम वर्ब की तरह यूज करें तो इट इज समथिंग दैट support or strengthen, okay, because it is a hard pillow, so which gives you support. So when we are using it as a verb, it is support or strengthen, okay, so something that gives you support or strengthens. So bolster a claim, generally ऐसे ही बोलते bolster a claim. So अगर मैं किसी claim को bolster कर रही हूँ, that means I'm supporting that claim, मैं उसका पूरा सहयोग कर रही हूँ और उससे पूरी तरह से सहमति जता रही हूँ, right? So I'm bolstering the claim. Next is reassure. Reassure. Everyone understands the meaning of reassure because it is a word. Or people keep reassuring me. People keep reassuring me. You must have heard this plenty of times, है ना? So say or do something to remove the doubts or fears of someone. Okay. I always feel full of alacrity whenever Virat plays any match. Very nice. Uh, I'm always full of alacrity. I'm always full of alacrity, not I always feel, okay? Would that he could return to this such a safe haven. Okay, what Triranga? I didn't understand this one. Would that he could return to this such a safe haven. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Try again. You can see alacrity in my eyes whenever I visit Sri Krishna temple. Very nice, Anirudh. Good job. I always feel okay, you don't feel alacrity, okay? You don't feel alacrity because it is a noun. You feel adjectives, right? यहाँ पर noun की तरह use okay, the alacrity in someone, the alacrity in me, okay? Um, or you can be full of alacrity, okay? That the way Abhay used it, okay? Having studied really hard last night, the student took the exam with alacrity. Very nice. Very nice. He accepted her offer with alacrity. Very nice. Um, I will always bolster my team in every match, even though they are not able to win a single. Very nice, Abhay. Good job. Good job. My mother is bolstered for me whenever I am in trouble. My mother bolsters um, my claim, or my mother bolsters my argument whenever I get into an argument. Okay. Free tickets were given away to bolster attendance at the game. Free tickets were given away to bolster attendance at the game. Brilliant sentence, Abhishek. The politician made some false illustrations to bolster his claim. Very nice, Palak. Brilliant. Teacher always bolsters the student to achieve their goals. Absolutely, that should be the job of the teacher, right? Good sentence, Nancy. Vocab will bolster our ability to solve more questions in the exam. Absolutely correct, Anup. See, you get it. My mother came with me to bolster my confidence. Very nice. Good job, Neetu. I also Laddu Gopal fan. Okay. Having studied really hard last night, the student took the exam with alacrity. This I read. Very nice. Pillars bolster the roof. Hmm. Very nice. Sriranga. I am always full of alacrity for your English classes. Thank you. I am too. Abhay, my mother always reassures me that I am strong enough to fight against any difficulty. Very good. Correct. Absolutely correct. Um, okay. Now, Palak says the politician made some false illustration to bolster his claim. Okay. I was full of alacrity when I saw a guy helping the stray dog, helping a stray dog, random dog, right? So, a stray dog. But good sentence, Aditya. I reassured my team that we will win this tournament. Very good, Aditya. Good job making sentences with reassure. I still haven't seen a lot of people making sentences reach there yet. They tried to reassure me, but I still felt anxious. Very nice, Priyanka. Good job. All right. Now, next ones. This is the last set. Resilient. Okay. Resilient is an adjective. Okay. Which, if we are talking about a person or an animal, then it is able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions. अगर कोई चीज कोई इंसान या कोई जानवर किसी कोई भी सिचुएशन से कोई भी दर्दनाक घटना से या डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन से उभर जाता है जल्दी या उसे हिम्मत आ जाती है टू फेस इट दैट इज resilience. Okay, that is his resilience, and the adjective form is resilient. He's resilient enough to take this forward and see that he is successful. Okay, or she is resilient enough to see this through and take it to the highest pinnacle of success. Okay, that would be a good sentence. Ma'am, please reassure that we do maximum in our exam. I will make sure that I will keep reassuring you that you can do it. Don't you worry. Anu, they try to reassure me, but I felt anxious. Yes, मैंने देख लिया था. I always reassure Neeraj that her crush likes her back based on true events. Very nice, Anirudh. I am so happy that you let me on some gossip about um, Neeraj. But sentence is absolutely right. Uh, Boyfriend tried to reassure his girlfriend that he loved her no matter what. Yes, this is something that is very common. Yes, they keep reassuring their girlfriends. Yes, good sentence. Um, okay, facts that should affect the whole India, the entire of India, that would concern me, but not someone having a crush on someone and someone actually liking the person back. Okay, so let's glean on to something else now. The word glean basically means obtain information from various sources. Okay, so आप किसी चीज का इंफॉर्मेशन निकालने की कोशिश कर रहे हो लेकिन आप एक सोर्स से नहीं निकाल रहे हो आप दो तीन सोर्स से उस पर्सन के बारे में या उस चीज के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन निकाल रहे हो सो दैट इज व्हाट इज रिसर्चिंग राइट व्हेन यू ग्लीन ऑन टू वेरियस मटेरियल और डॉक्यूमेंट दैट इज how you research, right? So let's say if you want to know about a person and you just checked their Facebook profile and then you went on to Instagram profile, then you went on to LinkedIn, then that is now that is getting into stalking, but that is research. Okay, if you want to know a lot more about let's say a specific actor or actress or someone you look up to, your idol, then you research about that person. Let's say Elon Musk, you read let's say you read his autobiography. Is it an autobiography? No, it is a biography. So Elon Musk की आपने biography पढ़ ली, उनके सारे YouTube पे जितने भी videos आए हैं सारे देख लिया. So that is you are gleaning on to something and then you want to know more about him. So you went into SpaceX and you went there to see how he functions or how he works and everything. That is with great difficulty, right? So that is glean. Okay, so glean. Verb. So gleaning भी बोल सकते हो, gleaned भी बोल सकते हो. So you can use it anyway. Portfolio, I'm sure you all have heard the word portfolio, specifically used um, in the film industry, right? When people bring their portfolios, right? So पोर्टफोलियो इज बेसिकली कुछ नहीं होता, एक फाइल होता है जिसमें बहुत सारे रैंडम डॉक्यूमेंट्स होते हैं ऑफ ड्राइंग या वट एवर ऑफ पिक्चर्स. रैंडम पिक्चर्स होते हैं, इट इज अ कलेक्शन ऑफ रैंडम पिक्चर्स और स्पेसिफिक पिक्चर्स. अगर आपको नौकरी चाहिए अबाउट स्पेसिफिक थिंग तो आप अपना एक पोर्टफोलियो तैयार करते हो वेयर यू आर कीपिंग ऑल योर बेस्ट वर्क एंड यू आर शोइंग इट टू समवन. दैट इज अ पोर्टफोलियो, राइट? बट व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट, आज हम जो एडिटोरियल देखने वाले हैं वो बैंकिंग से रिलेटेड है. सो हियर it is related to portfolio is a range of investment held by a person or organization. Range of investments, अगर मैंने एक दो से ज्यादा चीजों में इन्वेस्ट किया और कितना इन्वेस्ट किया, दैट इज माई पोर्टफोलियो, राइट? लेट्स से मैंने हिंदुस्तान लीवर में सर्टेन शेयर इन्वेस्ट किए हैं, सर्टेन अमाउंट इन्वेस्ट किए हैं, या मैंने लेट्स से LIC पॉलिसी में सर्टेन अमाउंट इन्वेस्ट किए, तो कितना किस में इन्वेस्ट किए, दैट इज माई पोर्टफोलियो. ओके, ना मॉर्टगेज में मॉर्ट जो होता है दैट इज रिलेटेड टू the word mortify, mortal, all these words are starting with the same prefix. Mort ka matlab hota hai death basically. So anything that can die is perishable is mort, right? So mortgage is engaging with a deal with the devil, right? That is what it is called. And it is, mortgage is a very common, बहुत ही कॉमन एक लोन लेने वाली फैसिलिटी है जो अमेरिका में बहुत ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस होती है, वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज में बहुत ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस होती है. तो मॉर्गेज क्या होता है कि आप क्या करते हैं, अ लीगल अग्रीमेंट बाय विच अ बैंक, building society, etc., lends money at interest in exchange for taking title of the debtor's property. So आपके पास, let's say मेरे पास घर है और मुझे कुछ पैसे चाहिए, तो मैंने क्या किया, अपनी घर को गिरवी रख दिया, right? I mortgaged my house in order to, let's say, buy another house or let's say do some social work or charity. तो मैंने या किसी और चीज में इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए, मुझे नया बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना है, आई नीड सम मनी, सो आई कांट पुट एनीथिंग एल्स, आई डोंट हैव एनी लिक्विड कैश विथ मी. सो मैंने क्या कर दिया, अपनी घर, अपनी प्रॉपर्टी बैंक को दे दिया है कि if I don't pay it back, you can keep my house, right? So debitor's property with the condition that the conveyance of title becomes void upon the payment of the debt. Okay, so जैसे ही मैं अगर पूरा पूरा पेमेंट कर देती हूँ बैंक को, तो दे डोंट आई मुझे उनको घर देने की जरूरत नहीं है, ठीक है? लेकिन अगर मैं किसी भी रीजन की वजह से अपना मॉर्गेज नहीं पूरा कर पाती हूँ, तो बैंक हैज कंप्लीट राइट टू टेक माई हाउस फ्रॉम मी. Okay, that is, I resign my portfolio. How can you resign your portfolio, Triranga? Photographer has a portfolio of the images he clicked in his entire career. Very nice, Palak. I glean the information from your classes. Very nice, Nancy. You should do that. Um, I glean lots of resources regarding world number one in para badminton. Okay, I gleaned on or upon lots of resources regarding world's number one. Okay, world apostrophe s, world's number one para badminton champions or para badminton players. Okay, very nice, good sentence again, Aditya. My father has, if you're using father, then he she it के लिए क्या लगता है, has लगता है. I've told you this. So my father has a good portfolio in stock market. Very nice, Anubhav, very nice. Okay, she gleaned her data for a project file from various studies, photographs, has a portfolio. Okay, various studies. That is one sentence. Good. Uh, Photographer has a portfolio of the images. I hope that we will not now resile from that obligation. Mm, Resile? I have a portfolio of ideas that helps me form an opinion. Okay, helps not my form an opinion, me form Anirudh. Okay. Teachers often gleaned when they have to teach a topic to their students. Absolutely correct, Abhay. We cannot give you wrong information. What do we glean from today's editorial? We will know. We'll get to know. Don't worry. Under her arm, she carried a large portfolio. Very nice. I mortgaged my graduation certificate to lend money from bank. You lend money to someone. आप money lend करना मतलब क्या होता है? देना होता है, right? So you lend money to someone. Some person have portfolio in different companies' shares. Very nice. I have to mortgage my house to take loan for my mother's kidney operation. Okay, mothers, it will be apostrophe S, not a plural. Okay, Anubhav, rest the sentence is absolutely correct. She mortgaged her house in order to buy the restaurant. Very nice, Palak. Okay, now let's move on. Mortgage हमने कर लिया. Volatile is basically something, अगर हम science के perspective से देखें, so I'm sure you all understand volatile substances are highly unstable substances, right? वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा they can react very quickly, right? So highly unstable. So volatile, when we talk about market, then it is liable to change rapidly and unpredictably, especially for the worse. अगर कोई चीज volatile है तो वो change होगा. ओके और बहुत जल्दी अचानक से चेंज हो जाएगा एंड बहुत अनप्रिडिक्टेबल वे में चेंज हो जाएगा. ओके, अ मार्केट दैट कैन चेंज इन रैपिड चेंज हो जाता है और ऐसा चेंज होता है जो हम प्रिडिक्ट भी नहीं कर सकते कि ऐसा कुछ होएगा या एंटिसिपेट नहीं कर पाते कि ऐसा कुछ होगा एंड स्पेशली फॉर द वर्स. और मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम जब ये चेंज होता है तो दे आर नॉट चेंजिंग फॉर द गुड. वॉलेटाइल मार्केट इज चेंजिंग फॉर द वर्स. ठीक है, कुछ बुरा ही होता है. काउंटर सिक्लिकल. ओके, काउंटर सिक्लिकल इज बेसिकली एन एडजेक्टिव जिसका मतलब होता है कॉन्ट्ररी टू और tending to counteract the fluctuations in economic cycle. Okay, economic cycle में कि कॉन्ट्ररी एक्ट करना. कॉन्ट्ररी मतलब ऑपोजिट और नॉट एग्जैक्टली ऑपोजिट, डिफरेंट. ओके, कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट अप्रोच लेना और टेंडिंग टू काउंटर एक्ट द फ्लक्चुएशंस इन इकोनॉमिक साइकिल. अगर इकोनॉमिक साइकिल में कोई फ्लक्चुएशंस हो रहा है, ठीक है, लेट्स से इन्फ्लेशन आ गया है या इज द फाइनेंशियल ईयर वाज नॉट दैट सक्सेसफुल एज एंटिसिपेटेड या कुछ ऐसा, तो उसको काउंटरैक्ट करने के लिए, उससे बचने के लिए, ये जो इसका इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा मार्केट पे, उससे बचने के लिए जो भी एक्शन लेते हैं उसको कहते हैं काउंटर सिक्लिकल. ओके, एंड इट इज एन एडजेक्टिव. ओके, okay, these are just examples, guys. Please don't think so much about examples. That was just an example, that's why I also overlooked it. It's just absolutely okay. Okay, uh, okay, you don't have to get emotional about so many things, guys. It is just sentences that we are making over here, and let's look at it from non-emotional point of view. ठीक है, हमें ये कि हम ये किस लिए prepare कर रहे हैं? Why are we preparing for this? So that हमें हमारा passages ज़्यादा clear हो जाए and we get to know a lot of words. So keep that in mind. Don't get short-sighted and start thinking about how is the sentence making you feel. Okay, forget about it. As long as it is grammatically correct, you don't have to bother. Okay. People in today's world are so volatile. Okay, good sentence. There have been riots before and the situation is volatile. Very nice, Abhishek. Okay, All right, so these are all the words that we learned today. I think most of the words were new, right? And most of the words that we have seen a lot, but we don't know the meaning of it. Just deja vu was something that a lot of people get confused with. Trigger is something that people get confused with. Safe haven is something that people get confused with. So, um, as of today, the situation remains volatile. Very nice. Petrol is a volatile substance. Very good. Ranga, there have been riots before. ये तो मैंने पढ़ लिया. Anubhav, the dog is so volatile. Nobody never get close to him. Nobody ever gets close to him. Ever gets close to him. Okay, because you cannot use two negatives together. Nobody and never. साथ में नहीं यूज होता है. Nobody ever gets close to him. ठीक है. Counter cyclic monetary policy. Very nice, Palak. People are more relaxed. Are people who are more relaxed are more volatile. Okay. People who are more relaxed are more volatile. Okay, let's now these were the vocabulary list. Now let's quickly go to um, the article, the editorial that was today. But before we go, just quick announcements that All India CLAT mock series, test series has started, and you can enroll now. And you can get up to 90% scholarship if you scan the QR code. Also, it is important that you take these CLAT mock test series if you're a CLAT aspirant. Make sure that even if you have not completed the syllabus, do take these test series because it will help you a lot in understanding yourself better. आप कितने पानी में हैं और आपको कितनी मेहनत करना है, कितना मेहनत करना है, ये आपको इसी टेस्ट सीरीज से ही समझ में आता है. So don't be afraid of taking test. Just dive into it. Okay. Now you can get up to 30% off if you use the code VP10, of course. Please make sure that you're using VP10. I think I should write it everywhere. Please make sure that you're using my code, that is VP10, okay? To subscribe to Unacademy and get up to 30% off, all right? Now, there's a level up batch that is starting from the 30th of March. It is for all the aspirants of CLAT and AILET 2024. If you want to enroll in this batch, please make sure that you do as soon as possible because I will be taking English language in this batch. Okay. Then there is MHCET crash course. If you want to take it, it's currently available for 4,999 only. Okay, and it is only available on Unacademy store. So enroll now. Then there is Law Vistara, which is intensive batch for LSAT, SLAT, and MHCET. If you want to enroll in this course, the current price is 10,999 only, and you're saving 3,000 rupees. So do enroll. Now, there's another batch that is starting for droppers. I will be taking English language. It is called Warriors. Now, this batch is coming up soon. The dates will be announced to you as soon as it is decided. So, I hope that you're looking forward to it because all the droppers can enroll in this batch and we will be taking care of all your syllabus. Let's get started with this. Okay, now before we get started, ये जो होता है ये तो टाइटल होता है ना. अब यू हैव मस्ट हैव नोटिस्ड, आप इतने दिन से एडिटोरियल के लिए आ रहे हो, सो यू मस्ट हैव नोटिस्ड व्हाट इज दिस. कैन यू टेल मी दिस सब टाइटल ये कहाँ मिलता है? व्हाट इज दिस? This is basically the last line or the conclusion. So I have been asking you for the conclusion from the very first day that we have been reading editorial, but you didn't seem to get this. Okay, so I hope कि आप न्यूज़पेपर मेरे पढ़ाने से पहले भी पढ़ते हो. ओके, दैट विल हेल्प यू अंडरस्टैंड कि आपको समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है. ठीक है, मैं पढ़ा रही हूँ तो यू आर जस्ट गोइंग विद द डायरेक्शन आई एम टेकिंग यू, बट आपको कितना समझ में आ रहा है ये आपको पहले तो सुबह सुबह एडिटोरियल्स, प्लीज मेक श्योर दैट यू आर रीडिंग ऑल द एडिटोरियल्स. ओके, एंड ड्रॉ योर ओन मेन आइडियाज. Make sure that you're forming your own main ideas in a notebook or in your mind if you are that great at it, then form a main idea and then move on to the next one. Main idea, conclusion, and the tone. These are the three things that you can roughly think of in your head before moving to another article. Okay. I'm inviting you all because the day after tomorrow, it's my birthday. Okay. And thank you, Palak. Thank you so much. I'm sure yours is too. Everybody's smile is fabulous. And Triranga, all these facts that you keep throwing in the comments, I don't know where and how people will use it. But you do you. I'm not bothered about it. It's as long as it is not crossing a line. I'm happy with it. Your birthday day after tomorrow, happy birthday in advance. Okay. Let's get started. So this is the conclusion. RBI should ensure banks are protected from global contagion mismanagement. ठीक है? अब ये the entire article is about banks, okay, and investment in market, okay. So a faltering bank, this time on the US West Coast, sparked a deja vu movement across global markets last week as fear of a Lehman redux triggered sharp decline in banking stocks worldwide and saw investors make a beeline for safe haven assets such as gold. तो क्या हुआ है कि एक बैंक है, फॉल्टरिंग बैंक है, बेसिकली एक किसी बैंक की वजह से पूरा का पूरा मार्केट पागल हो गया है, राइट? क्यों पागल हो गया है? बिकॉज ये एक बैंक है जो यूएस वेस्ट कोस्ट में है, जिसकी वजह से एक देजा वू मूवमेंट यानी लोगों को लगने लगा, ग्लोबल मार्केट में पूरे लोगों को लगने लगा कि ये तो देजा वू मूवमेंट है. किससे? विच मोमेंट आर दे फियरिंग? विच मोमेंट आर दे फियरिंग? लेमन रिडक्स मोमेंट. Again, in the US, there was this. They were German brothers, Lehman brothers. They were called, and banking se related some recession. It survived all the recession, but it had a sharp decline, and because of it is a huge news. अगर आप पढ़ोगे तो आपको समझ में आएगा, and that's why ये this crashed badly and that's why people started thinking कि ये जो faltering बैंक है जिसमें हमने इन्वेस्ट किया है, पूरा ग्लोबल मार्केट पागल हो गया ये सोच के कि ये वापस से वही वाला मोमेंट इट इज गोइंग टू बी रिपीटेड. ओके, ट्रिगर्ड अ शार्प, तो उसकी वजह से लोगों ने क्या किया करने लगे, शार्प डिक्लाइन. उसकी वजह से स्टॉक्स में, बैंकिंग स्टॉक्स में शार्प डिक्लाइन आ गया पूरे वर्ल्ड में. एंड सो जितने भी इन्वेस्टर्स हैं वो क्या करने लगे, सीधा भागे अपने गोल्ड की तरफ, अपने गोल्ड रिसोर्सेज को बचाने की तरफ. ओके, सो दैट इज व्हाट हैपेंड. ओके, फनी इंसिडेंट. हाउएवर, ओवर द कोर्स ऑफ 4 days, लेकिन 4 दिन के अंदर अंदर, फ्रॉम फ्राइडे, रेगुलेटर्स इन द वर्ल्ड्स लार्जेस्ट इकोनॉमी एक्टेड with alacrity to bolster public confidence in banking system. So world's largest economy की इसके बारे में बात कर, again it is talking about the US, and it is saying कि यहाँ पर however is a contradictory word, right? So whenever we use however, it basically means that we are going to say something that is contradictory to what we have said, right? However, over the course of 4 days, 4 दिन के अंदर अंदर जितने भी ये रेगुलेटर्स थे इस यूएस के, वो अलैक्रिटी के साथ काम किए. उन्होंने बहुत एंथुजियाज्म के साथ अपने हिम्मत दिखा के पब्लिक की हिम्मत को बोल्स्टर करने के लिए, बेसिकली उनका कॉन्फिडेंस वापस से बैंकिंग सिस्टम में जगाने के लिए उन्होंने बहुत सारे स्टेप्स लेने लगे, राइट? सो व्हाट आर दीज स्टेप्स? द फेडरल डिपॉजिट इंश्योरेंस कॉर्पोरेशंस, एफडीआईसी, फर्स्ट टुक ओवर. अब ये सारे स्टेप्स हैं, ओके. These are all the steps that it took. Okay, so the first one is that the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation first took over the Silicon Valley Bank in California. तो उन्होंने किसको acquire कर लिया? Silicon Valley Bank in California को acquire कर लिया. And on Sunday took control of New York-based Signature Bank, and in concert with the Federal Reserve and the Treasury Department announced that the depositors in both the banks would be repaid in full. तो basically ये जो लीमन रिडक्स वाला केस हुआ था, देयर उनका बैंक रिफ्यूज टू गिव देम देयर मनी बैक एंड लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम हैपेंड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस. फाइनेंशियल डिक्लाइन आ गया था उसके वजह से. तो अब इन्होंने क्या किया कि 4 दिन के अंदर अंदर इन्होंने 2 बैंक्स को अक्वायर कर लिए. सिलिकॉन वैली बैंक को अक्वायर कर लिया, देन सिग्नेचर बैंक को अक्वायर कर लिया, और एक कॉन्सर्ट, एक बेसिकली अ मीटिंग एक मीटिंग में उन्होंने क्या किया, फेडरल रिजर्व एंड ट्रेजरी डिपार्टमेंट को अनाउंस कर दिया कि डिपॉजिटर्स को उनके पूरे पैसे वापस मिल जाएंगे। ओके, इन बैंक्स में अगर उन्होंने इन्वेस्ट किया है तो उनको पूरे पैसे वापस मिल जाएंगे, राइट। शेयर होल्डर्स ऑफ द टू बैंक, यस, इंसॉल्वेंसी, इंसॉल्वेंट हो गया था। एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट पलक, गुड टर्मिनोलॉजी दैट यू हैव यूज्ड। बैंक का दिवाला निकल गया, कौन से बैंक का? बट दिस इज नॉट वेरी, एडिटोरियल का मतलब तो ठीक है लेकिन बट नॉट वेरी accurate. Trirananga, I'm sure you can be creative and as at the same time be a little more specific, है ना? तो specific बताओ. Okay. Now, shareholders of the two banks would, however, not be protected. प्रोटेक्टेड, रेगुलेटर सेड। शेयर होल्डर्स ने लेकिन ये क्या बताया कि ये जो दोनों बैंक है इनको प्रोटेक्शन नहीं मिलेगा, ठीक है, जो इनमें इन्वेस्ट किए हैं उनको प्रोटेक्शन मिलेगा लेकिन इन बैंक्स को प्रोटेक्शन नहीं मिलेगा। ऑन मंडे, US President Joe Biden sought to reassure the nation and global market that the US was committed to maintaining a resilient banking system and would move to simultaneously tighten regulations for banks to make it less likely for such failures to occur again. तो मंडे को फिर जो बाइडेन ने एक स्पीच दी, प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ यूएस ने एक स्पीच दी जिसमें उन्होंने कहा कि उन्होंने लोगों को सहानुभूति और रीअश्योरेंस दिया कि आप हम हमारे बैंकिंग सिस्टम पे पूरा ट्रस्ट कर सकते हो और ये जो भी ये सब हुआ है इसकी वजह से हम रेगुलेशन टाइटन करेंगे अपने बैंक्स के ऊपर एंड वी विल टेक केयर ऑफ इट, यू डोंट वरी अबाउट इट। ओके, कोई ऐसा फेलियर फिर से नहीं होगा। ओके, व्हाइल द कोऑर्डिनेट स्टेप्स हैव एटलीस्ट फॉर नाउ ये इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, ठीक है, एटलीस्ट फॉर नाउ मतलब अभी के लिए, लेकिन द सेंटेंस इज बेसिकली व्हाइल द कोऑर्डिनेट स्टेप्स हैव रिसोर्टेड अ डिग्री ऑफ काम इन मोस्ट मार्केट। इसका जो इनका जो ये स्टेप्स लिया गया था, ये जो एफडीआईसी ने स्टेप्स लिया उसके वजह से, हाँ, रेगुलेशन मतलब कुछ मेजोरिटी ऑफ द मार्केट शांत तो हो गई, एक एक डिग्री ऑफ कामनेस तो आ गई उनमें, थोड़ी शांति तो बनी उनमें, लेकिन while यहाँ पर यूज किया है तो दैट मीन्स देर आर लेसन, तो कॉन्ट्रोडिक्टरी स्टेटमेंट भी होगा यहाँ पर, देर आर लेसन्स दैट हैव बीन लर्नड एंड अदर्स दैट कुड परहैप्स बी ग्लीन्ड ओवर। I told you glean upon, या gleaned over. Okay, glean over, glean upon. Okay, we use a preposition after this. Okay, after this verb, we gleaned over time. Okay, Silicon Valley's bank case is fairly unique. Now this we are talking about यहाँ तक what it is saying कि इस उन्होंने स्टेप्स लिया, मार्केट भी बहुत मेजोरिटी ऑफ द मार्केट काम भी हो गया इसकी वजह से, लेकिन देर इज स्टिल व्हाट हैज टू बी डन, स्टेप्स, अब बाकी दुनिया को भी स्टेप्स लेना पड़ेगा, इससे लेसन्स लर्न करने पड़ेंगे कि हमारे साथ ऐसा ना हो जाए फ्यूचर में, राइट। सो द प्रॉपर रिसर्च करनी पड़ेगी कि क्या हुआ, कैसे हुआ और कैसे इन चीजों से बचे इन द फ्यूचर। सो ओके, सिलिकॉन वैलीज बैंक्स केस इज फेयरली यूनिक, लेकिन अगर सिलिकॉन वैली बैंक अगर का केस देखा जाए, इनका केस यूनिक है। कैसे यूनिक है? विद अ डिपॉजिटर बेस कंप्राइजिंग स्टार्टअप्स एंड वेंचर कैपिटलिस्ट मोस्टली फ्रॉम द टेक हब ऑफ सिलिकॉन वैली, द कस्टमर्स वर जियोग्राफिकली एंड सेक्टरली कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड। अब लेकिन सिलिकॉन वैली का जो केस है वो यूनिक है क्योंकि वहां के जितने भी डिपॉजिटर्स है, उस बैंक में जितने लोग भी डिपॉजिट करते हैं या अपना डिपॉजिट बनाते हैं, डिपॉजिट करते हैं अपने अपने मनी को, वो क्या होते हैं, वेंचर कैपिटलिस्ट होते हैं या तो स्टार्टअप्स होते हैं, क्योंकि मोस्टली टेक हब के लोग होते हैं। तो इट इज ऑल इन अ क्लस्टर, वहीं पर के लोग वहीं पर बैंक में अपना डिपॉजिट करते हैं, राइट, दैट इज व्हाई इट इज कॉलिंग इट यूनिक। The bank had also invested extensively in a portfolio of US treasuries and mortgage bonds, which had, as a result of the recent sharp interest rates, increased by an inflation battling central bank, accumulated unrealized losses that became too costly to liquidate in a distressed situation. तो अब इन्होंने क्या किया था, और इनके साथ कॉम्प्लिकेशन क्या हो गया था सिलिकॉन वैली बैंक के साथ, कि इन्होंने बहुत सारे पोर्टफोलियो में इन्वेस्ट किया था, यूएस ट्रेजरीज एंड मॉर्गेज बॉन्ड में ये किया था, इन्वेस्ट किया था, जिसकी वजह से क्या हुआ, अब इंटरेस्ट रेट अचानक से बढ़ा, तो उसकी वजह से इन्फ्लेशन बढ़ गया। अब सेंट्रल बैंक inflation by an inflation battling central bank accumulated unrealized losses, और इसकी वजह से सेंट्रल बैंक ने के पास ऐसे लॉसेस भी आ गए जो वो रियलाइज भी नहीं किया कि ये सारे लॉसेस भी आने वाले हैं। दैट बिकेम टू कॉस्टली टू लिक्विडेट, अब इनको लिक्विडेट करना बहुत मुश्किल हो गया। बेसिकली लिक्विड कैश क्या होता है, लिक्विड एसेट क्या होता है, लिक्विड कैश नहीं, लिक्विड एसेट क्या होता है, लिक्विड एसेट इज बेसिकली समथिंग दैट कैन बी इजीली कन्वर्टेड इनटू कैश। कैश इज द अल्टीमेट लिक्विड एसेट। ओके, सो लिक्विडेट करना मुश्किल हो जाता है, राइट, मुश्किल हो गया था। सिग्नेचर बैंक, जो दूसरी बैंक के बारे में बात की जा रही है, ऑन दी अदर हैंड हैड एक्सपोज्ड इटसेल्फ टू हाईली वॉलेटाइल क्रिप्टो करेंसीज, और इनके साथ क्या हो गया था, ये जो सिग्नेचर बैंक है, इन्होंने क्या कर दिया था, बहुत ही चेंजिंग फ्लक्चुएटिंग क्रिप्टो करेंसीज में इन्वेस्ट कर दिया था, बाय प्रोवाइडिंग सर्विसेज टू दोज इन्वेस्टिंग इन डिजिटल एसेट्स। तो इन्होंने उनको सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करने लगे थे जो डिजिटल एसेट्स रख रहे हैं। that along with a run on deposit ultimately proved to be its undoing, और इसका और उसके बाद फिर run on deposits हो गया था, उसके वजह से फाइनली ये इंसॉल्वेंट हो गया था बैंक। ओके, जिसकी वजह से ये परेशानी आई। ब्लेमिंग द फेड्स मॉनेटरी टाइटनिंग एज द प्रॉक्सिमेट कॉज फॉर द बैंक्स फेलियर। तो क्या बोल रहा है, अगर हम फेडरल बैंक को की मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी को ब्लेम करें, Fed's monetary tightening as the proximate cause for the bank's failure is a case of being unable to see the wood for the trees। अब ये जो केस हुआ है जिसमें फेड का टाइटनिंग प्रोसेस, मॉनेटरी टाइटनिंग प्रोसेस जो किया था उन्होंने एज द प्रॉक्सिमेट कॉज, जिसके वजह से ये जो बैंक का फेलियर हुआ है, अप्रोक्सीमेटली इसी की वजह से बैंक्स का फेलियर हुआ है। ये कैसा केस है, दिस इज टू सी द वुड्स फॉर द ट्रीज। नाउ यू कैन इमेजिन दिस सिचुएशन, व्हाट इज दिस, इज ऑल्सो एन इडियोमैटिक एक्सप्रेशन, बहुत ज्यादा यूज होता है, अगेन इट इज स्पेशली एंड हेविली यूज बाय अमेरिकन्स। ओके, अगर आपने जैक रीचर देखा होगा, तो जैक रीचर में भी टॉम क्रूज ने ये idiomatic expression यूज किया था। So all I'm trying to say is this idiomatic expression is used heavily in the American culture. So see the wood for the trees, यहाँ पर अगर आप सोचोगे इसके बारे में तो आपको समझ में आ जाएगा कि क्या इसका मतलब है। So can anyone guess what it means? Can anyone guess, guys? Attention back to the editorial, please. I hope everyone is fine though. All right. So what is the meaning of the idiomatic expression? See the wood for the trees. And it's a good thing that you are caring about your um, fellow students, but and that's okay. But you will have to watch the video once again. Okay, remember that. So tell me, what is to see the woods for the trees? Can anyone tell me what is to see the woods for the wood for the trees? Not woods, but wood for the trees. What is the meaning of seeing wood for the trees? No? No one? Okay. So Triranga, to not understand or appreciate a larger situation, I think this is the Google answer. But okay, as long as you're able to understand it, problem, etc. Because one is considering only a few parts of it. Basically, looking at the smaller things and not looking at the big picture, okay? Because of which, looking at the details of small things ki um let's say, let's say there are people coming to your house and you have planned a very lavish dinner for them, okay? And there are people coming to your house, so you are taking care of if the spoons are kept in the right place, or if the candle is placed in the center in the candle holder, and you are looking at the thread that is coming out of the the mat, okay? So these are small details, but you're not focusing on the dinner itself, okay? If you're not focusing on the dinner itself, कि dinner में क्या खिलाने वाले हैं, what are the course meals that we are going to present to them, and you're not preparing about that, you're just focused on chammach and candle, okay? So that is seeing the wood for the trees, okay? So you're not looking at the big picture. Will they be happy with the dinner? Will they like the food? But you are focusing on the chammach and glass, okay? So that is, okay, Truranga, but it is the same meaning that is given on Google as well, okay? Interest rates move in cycle, and all banking is fundamentally predicted on managing the risk associated with interest rate moves, as well as ensuring that the deposit banks accept to fund lending are always reasonably matched with income or holdings that could be used to meet withdrawals. तो ये सारी चीजों का ध्यान रखता है, एक बैंक को रखना चाहिए जब whenever any bank should take care of these things, risk factors, ये सारे risk factors associated, कि अगर interest rate बढ़ रहा है तो उसके साथ banks को भी अपना fund अपना इंटरेस्ट रेट मूव करना चाहिए. देन अगर डिपॉजिट्स एक्सेप्ट करता है बैंक, तो किसके डिपॉजिट एक्सेप्ट कर रहा है, देयर इज अ क्राइटेरिया कि वो विड्रॉल नीड्स मीट कर रहे हैं कि नहीं, ये सारे फैक्टर्स कंसिडर करके बैंक चलता है, राइट? द रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया, नाउ इट इज कमिंग टू द रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया, इंडियाज गाइडलाइंस ऑफ 2018. देखो यहाँ पर एक फैक्ट बता दिया कि कैसे काम होता है रिस्क, जितने भी चीजों में रिस्क एसोसिएटेड होता है बैंक में, तो कैसे काम होता है. अब आ रहा है एग्जाम्पल दे रहा है रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया गाइडलाइंस ऑफ 2018 एडवाइजिंग बैंक्स टू क्रिएट एन इन्वेस्टमेंट फ्लक्चुएशन रिजर्व. तो ये आरबीआई ने 2018 में क्या किया था, बैंक्स को क्या एडवाइस किया था कि आप एक इन्वेस्टमेंट फ्लक्चुएशन रिजर्व बनाओ, ठीक है? तो ये किस चीज का एग्जाम्पल है, इज जस्ट द काइंड ऑफ काउंटर साइक्लिक टूल दैट हैज रिलेटिवली इंसुलेटेड, इंसुलेट करना मतलब बचा के रखना, राइट? इंडियन लीडर्स फ्रॉम इंटरेस्ट रेट रिस्क. तो ये एक ऐसा प्रोसेस है, एक काउंटर एक्टिंग प्रोसेस है फॉर द इकोनॉमिक साइक्लिक चेंज, जो अभी तक इंसुलेट करके रखा है इंडियन लीडर्स को, ठीक है? इसी वजह से उनका इंटरेस्ट रेट रिस्क नहीं हो रहा है, राइट? सो स्टिल, लेकिन भी, इसके बावजूद भी, the RBI must remain on guard to ensure neither global contagion nor management misstep threaten any local lender. Okay, this is the line that is given at the beginning, right? Okay, so this brings us to the end of the discussion. Finally, the author concludes by saying कि एक तो रिजर्व बैंक ने इंडिया में ऐसा स्टेप ले लिया है जो इंसुलेट करेगा, जिसकी वजह से इंसुलेटेड हैं अभी तक इंडियन लीडर्स रिस्क, मार्केट रिस्क से बचे रहने के लिए, इंटरेस्ट रिस्क से बचे रहने के लिए. लेकिन आगे भी आरबीआई को अपना गार्ड स्ट्रॉन्ग रखना है, ताकि ग्लोबल मार्केट भी नहीं उसको कुछ कर पाए, उनके मिसमैनेजमेंट की वजह से हमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़े, या लोकल लीडर्स के कुछ मिसस्टेप्स की वजह से बेसिकली आरबीआई या बैंकिंग फंक्शंस को अफेक्ट ना हो. सो दिस वाज द एंटायर एडिटोरियल. इज दिस क्लियर टू एवरीवन? All right. So, okay. So, what is the author's? I hope this was clear. Thank you so much, Nancy, you, Abhay, R, and Palak and Triranga. Now, they seem to also be distracted for a reason, but you guys are constantly just focused, and that will get you a lot of places. If you are not deviating from your path and you're focused throughout the session, that will take you a long way. Remember that, okay? So good thing that you're doing. Keep doing that and answer these questions. What is the author's main concern यहाँ पर कि इंडिया को ऐसा कुछ नहीं फर्क पड़ना चाहिए। इंडिया के ऊपर ये जो बेसिकली मार्केट फ्लक्चुएशंस हो रहा है, उसके वजह से बैंकिंग सिस्टम इंडिया का अफेक्ट नहीं होना चाहिए। दैट इज द मेन कंसर्न ऑफ द ऑथर, राइट? कि क्या हुआ बैंकिंग सिस्टम में, क्यों फॉल्टर हुआ, व्हाट वाज द रीजन दैट देयर वाज अ ह्यूज मार्केट क्रैश. That was the main concern, and the conclusion you already know is given over here. RBI should ensure banks are protected from global contagion, mismanagement, right? And what is the meaning of the word of the idiomatic expression wood for the trees? Basically concentrating on minute details and missing out on the big picture, right? So these were the questions and I answered them all. Thank you so much for attending the session. I will see you all at 6 for the special session, and I will see some of you at 4 for the plus session. Okay. Yes, Abhay, absolutely right to see the small things instead of big picture. Yes, correct. Looking at the small details instead of the big picture. All right. Bye bye, everyone. Have a great day. See you. Ta-da.